For the UMass Lowell Hockey Riverhawks, one game this weekend, but it's the start of a very busy stretch. Saturday, the Riverhawks take on Northeastern at the Songish Center. It is the first, though, of 4 games in a 7-day period. We are joined now by the head coach of the Riverhawks, Norm Bazin. Norm, welcome.
Nice to be with you, Bob.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be with you. I was going to say, it's kind of nice, I suspect, to play, just have a weekend with one game every once in a while, but it's also the beginning of a very testing stretch.
Yeah, we're not too concerned about that. We're concerned about Saturday and Saturday only. That's a league game, as you know, and it's a 4th game. It's going to be the first of 4 games in 6 days, and it's going to be exciting to go through that stretch. I think these guys all want to play pro hockey, and to get an idea of what it is to ride a bus and play 3 games in 4 days, it'll be a very good experience for them.
I guess first things first, this team swept the University of New Hampshire last weekend, and I'm not sure the last time the Riverhawks did that, if they have ever done that. That UNH is a very good hockey club. Lowell winning Friday night here and going up Saturday, and I think facing some pretty tough battles, some pretty tough obstacles. You talk about facing some adversity and learning from it. I think this past weekend gave you some adversity and a couple of good final scores.
Oh, no question. The results we're very happy with because they're going to take points from a lot of different opponents. How we did it was certainly facing some adversity at different points in the game. It was certainly a game of momentum shifts, and we killed an awful lot of penalties, and we learned a lot about our penalty kill.
What did we learn about ourselves, about the character of this hockey club?
Well, I liked our team approach. Both nights I felt we blocked a lot more shots than we had previously. I thought our penalty kill was exceptionally strong the second night and had to be at crucial parts of the game. You know, when you have to kill in the last 2 minutes of a third period and you have to kill leading into overtime, you have to be exceptionally strong on the bench and have a good team unity spirit. I think the first night we were opportunistic. I thought we scored in a flurry to end the second period, and I think that was huge for our victory in the end. So we learned a lot about our team, and I thought both goalies played very well in their given starts. So we're getting contributions from a lot of different people.
You mentioned the contributions from a lot of different people. 8 goals on the weekend. I think it was 8 different goal scorers. You've never been a coach who wants to stack all your best offensive players on one line. You like to have every line be dangerous.
Well, I think if I felt it would serve us well to stack 2 or 3 guys on the same line, I'd do it. I don't really have a preconceived notion of stacking one line versus having a deep lineup. And I think right now when you have 4 lines that can attack, I think you're better for it.
One of the guys who I thought had a terrific weekend in Hockey East acknowledged it, naming Zach Kamras, one of the co-defensive players of the week. I thought he had a terrific weekend. Certainly we know about the 4 assists, the 7 blocked shots were one of the things that jumped out at me about his weekend.
Yeah, he's quietly effective. Zach is a very good puck mover, and he contributed with his assists, and obviously played strong away from the puck. The block shots are one indication, but also just moving the puck up the ice, how Zach does it, is very effective on any given night.
Derek Arnold has been a big guy over the years for clutch goals. He gets the game winner, his 3rd overtime game winner, I think his 9th game-winning goal, but it seems, whether he's going good or going bad, and he's been playing very well, in clutch situations, he's one of those guys that seems to want to step to the fore. He wants to be the guy with the puck. He wants to be the guy in that situation.
Yeah, I certainly like that about Arnie. He scored some big goals in my brief time here, and we keep depending on him to be the offensive force. But what a way to score your first goal of the season, and hopefully he keeps doing that.
There were some other things that stood out about this team's performance, and maybe this is the little details. I think both nights, but certainly one of the nights I can remember, Ryan McGrath just working so hard, drawing a penalty. Joseph Gambardella also keeping the legs moving, forcing a UNH defender to commit a penalty to stop him. Things like that, and I saw the reaction the bench gave Gambardella when he came back. These are things that teammates notice.
No question. I think coaches notice him an awful lot also. McGrath has been playing spirited hockey. Gambardella's drawing that penalty, I thought, was a difference for us to win the game. And it was a tremendous effort, and he kept his feet moving, like you said, and it's a wonderful effort when you can see a freshman come through in the clutch like that.
Northeastern's a team off to a good start. I think they're 5-3 coming into this weekend as well. They've put up some pretty big offensive numbers in some of their early games in the year. What are the points of emphasis as we prepare for this weekend?
Well, they're a very, very lethal team on offense. They're the high-scoring team in the country. They're the most penalized team in the country, or one of the most penalized teams in hockey East for sure. I think they throw a lot of offense at you, and they want to play a very offensive game. We'll have to be very good defensively. We'll have to have five-man units, try to shut down some of that offense, and perhaps create some of our own.
And as much as I talk about Northeastern, and we give them a lot of respect, really for this hockey club, especially this early in the year, I assume it's really about us doing our job more than specifically preparing for unique aspects of an opponent.
Well, we are. We're still building our hockey club, and I like different parts of it. I think our special teams is certainly making some steps in the right direction, but I really have to see sustained effort for 60 to 65 minutes on any given night to have an opportunity of success against good teams like UNH, like Michigan, like Northeastern. So we really are concentrating on our game and making sure we take steps forward.
But does the team seem to be progressing at the rate that you would expect?
Well, I don't think we set the bar for how fast you can improve. You let the guys dictate how fast they absorb information, learn about their opponent, and then try to execute that. And I've seen improvements in different areas. I see some of the young guys start to come forward, improve their games, round out their games on the defensive side of things. So for the most part, I've been pleased with some of the steps we've taken. Now we got to take a couple more.
And I should note, by the way, Saturday night at the Songus Center as well, Riverhawk Strong, money being raised for a couple of different causes. Those who survived the attack at the Boston Marathon, some of the local survivors, and the first responders will be there for a ceremonial dropping of the puck to start the hockey game. I know this is something the entire Lowell community cares a great deal about.
Oh, and the whole Merrimack Valley, the whole city of Boston, is such a worthwhile cause. And I know one of the survivors personally, and she's a tremendous person. Roseanne Cedillo will be one of the people featured before the game, I believe, with the puck drop. And we've got a couple Lowell residents, as you mentioned. It's such a worthwhile cause. It'll be inspirational to see those people come out and be recognized.
Is this something that resonates with, I know it resonates with you, but does it resonate with players as well, or one hopes that it does?
Oh, they're human beings. There's no question. I mean, they see the adversity those people have faced and come through, that it affects you. And I think both teams will be inspired by those same people.
Norm, I thank you very much for your time. We'll remind people the Riverhawks take on Northeastern, 7 o'clock Saturday night at the Songus Center. Please be there. And again, Coach, thank you very much for your time.
It's my pleasure, Bob.